But yeah,
buck it out.
but someone was talking about Kano. Someone was saying like, bro, I said to you, his acting ability is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I liked his character from the first couple. I like Scorcher's character as well. I feel like they killed Scorcher way too early.
Sorry, is Dave still in season 2?
No, not in the new one, no.
We don't want to spoil it for you. What's that one? We don't want to spoil it for you.
Dave was a menace though. Like,
Nah, Dave was a good
I was
actor.
surprised that he got that role pretty good.
He was like a juvenile.
Because he looks so gentle.
Yeah.
You know,
but it suits him because you know man them in the area that are skinny.
Exactly.
But they're fucking mental.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you don't care how big you are. Like, he's just mad.
He's mad.
He played the character well. But in terms of Sully, like, there's certain acting bits, even a bit when he's on the balcony and he's talking to the Shane, he's like, what, these man shooting me, what? If these man fingered you, I would light them up straight away.
Exactly.
I'm like, whoa.
Even
No, but the scene is like, like the passion.
It's intense.
You're like, brother, get with
do you know what have you seen Top Boy?
Yeah.
Do you know what the best part of the whole thing was? The end. Where I can't even spoil it.
You're moving mad.
2 weeks. Sorry.
Right to the end.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
You're at the edge of the cliff. Taylor keeps...
Yeah.
Oh wait, you seen the full season 2?
I watched it the day. Anyway, it's no time. Like I got engaged from it. I said, forget sleep.
Just so that he doesn't spoil it.
Problem is the distance between the period they put out season 1.
Yeah, it was
so
long.
long.
Yeah,
So that I have to go back to season 1 to actually
get
enjoy it again. Then I can enjoy this.
I was gonna say, speaking of movies and stuff like that, I don't know who needs to hear this, yeah, but Vin Diesel is a terrible actor,
I've been saying that.
bro. Like, I rewatched the Fast films,
What?
and I was like, bro, he's
He's
bad.
rubbish. He's rubbish.
He's garbage. Like, when you watch it,
I think
you're like,
you're right.
no, bro, rewatch the Fast films. Like, you know,
Riddick?
horrible.
Horrible?
Not the film, him. He is a terrible
It's
actor,
him.
bro.
It's not the movie's
but-
sick.
no,
Even
but you know-
Bloodshot.
Bro,
No, but you know
bad.
the problem here is I feel like I hear what you're saying,
Vin Diesel?
but when you're gauging actors, for example, like, all right, he's not the most...
I don't expect much from him.
versatile.
Yeah, I don't expect much
That's what
from
I'm
him.
saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't expect
I
much
have
from
no
him.
expectations, and it's still bad.
So what I see is action, and that's all I care about.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
the scene's all right,
It's just, bro, just the way he
So what's your elite actor?
bro, there's, you know what I mean? There's too
Washington?
many to name. When you look at people like
for me, it's Leonardo still.
Leonardo, yes.
Leonardo
you know what I mean?
and Brad
Even with
Pitt.
Denzel, you know what I mean? With Denzel, in two minds about Denzel, because I
Why?
always say Denzel just plays different versions of Denzel in films. Literally, he just plays a different version of himself in every role he plays in. So he doesn't take over the role. He just becomes himself in that role. If you think about it, everything you watch is Denzel.
I can't relate.
favourite.
I can't relate with that.
I think Denzel's cold, because the thing is, I hear what you're saying. I think
Denzel is clear, man.
there's a period of time, yeah, I get what you're saying, like Man on Fire, Equalizer, whatever called, there's similar characters, but then when you look at like Malcolm X, you look at, is it Fences? He's had...
Yeah, Malcolm X is Denzel playing Malcolm X. You know what I mean?
This guy. But when you look at certain characters, like, for example, the guy in Fences, have you seen Fences?
Yeah.
Have you seen Fences? No.
I've seen Fences, yeah.
Like...
What do you call it?
Is it
Fences.
Fences. Like,
Fence.
Fence.
Oh, Fences.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the ending, like, the film, like, it's not a happy film.
Yeah, but I believe they did that because Denzel thought, I keep playing this Denzel role. I need something different.
No, I get it, but as in, because normally you're thinking, the film's going to end. The film just, when the film finished, I was vexed.
Yeah. But,
I said,
they have to start
No,
doing that though.
but I said, but the film, but him in that film is sick. As a relationship between him and his son and whatever is sick. But I'm just saying, Denzel showed he's versatile. But
How about Will
The
Smith?
problem is he's got. The thing
Too many roles that are similar. So, like you said, maybe he can be. I've not seen Fences, so I can speak on that one. But too many of his roles are just the same for me.
That's why Training Day was such a big movie, because it's like everyone thought he was a good cop in the
he was
beginning,
cold.
and then he slowly.
But even in
transitioned to-
Training, but that's what I'm saying. The
But
way
in Training Day,
that's
it's
a
still
good, you know what I mean?
Denzel.
It's good. Training Day is good writing. You know what I mean? It's very well.
It's
still
good
Denzel.
acting, man. It's
That's
good
no.
acting, man.
But I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I'm just saying, again, he's still playing Denzel.
How about Will Smith? What do you feel about Will Smith?
Nah, well, but he just won an Oscar yesterday.
And I shouldn't have won that. And for me, I feel like
Before the Oscar talk, how do you see his acting?
Will, bro, is not a great actor.
Nah, he's a good
and
actor,
he makes
man.
garbage films.
Nah,
Bro,
he's a
you're
good actor.
toxic, man. I don't like this nigga, man.
Bro,
I don't like you, bro.
Will Smith makes garbage films,
Nah, he's
bro.
really-
Bro, you've been saying a lot of stuff I'm not agreeing with, man. Bro,
Will Smith's best
can't roll.
performance was Fresh Prince.
Nah.
Nah, man, bro, I don't know
And
what you're
Vin
watching,
Diesel's best
man.
performance was Groot.
Yeah, nah,
You're
I
dumb.
agree with him on
That's
that.
not 3 words.
Nah, I am Groot. I agree with
He's the
him.
best performance,
But
Brit. You know what I
for
mean?
example, Will Smith in the Williams sister film,
I've not seen that.
bad. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what he won the Oscar for.
That's exactly my point. I'm saying, but Hitch is a bad boy film. You can't tell me Hitch ain't a bad boy film.
Yeah, that's a good film. Yeah.
No, Hitch is a bad boy film, but
it's
he's still
an
playing
entertaining
him
film.
though.
No, but the thing
That's
is,
still what I would expect from
but
Will Smith.
That's like Fresh Prince Will growing up.
Yeah.
I hear you, but the problem here is, so you're not demonizing someone. But
We're not demonizing, but just saying.
But you're kind of.
We're just saying we just don't look at him as an elite actor. I'm saying he's an entertaining.
That's like
Who's we?
That's like Tazer being in a. That's like Tazer.
Say you.
That's like Tazer being in the film, yeah, playing Tazer, but he does it really well. Man saying we can't give Tazer his flowers because he's just playing Tazer.
No,
but
we can say Tazer was good in that film because he was Tazer.
You could have played Tazer horribly. You could be a shit. There's man that we know.
Played me horribly.
No, but you're forgetting. Remember, you being you on a day-to-day basis is different to someone saying action, and you having to transform Taze that we know onto film and making him believable.
But that's why I say you have to specify what type of acting. Because if you say method acting, then Christian Bale's cold.
That's one of my favorites.
One of my favorite actors is Edward
Christian
Norton.
Bale?
Yeah.
One of my favorite actors right now, slowly watching his movies, Edward Norton is cold.
But they were like,
it's Fight Club, innit?
They were like,
But when he plays a role, like I don't think of his
he's
previous
difficult
character.
to work with.
Yeah,
you come in and rewrite your script.
Yeah, but that's because of how cold he is.
Yeah,
He knows his shit.
But as a director, Marv, you've written a script, Marv, and I come in, you give me the script to read, and I come on shooting day, Marv, and I was like, I got notes for you. And you're thinking,
Yeah, because you're telling me to play a character and you haven't written it well, so I'm going to change it.
But that's my thing. That's your
I hear
definition.
you.
Regardless.
I hear you, but
listen,
listen.
come on, bro, rate me. And he'd get into arguments with directors.
Oh.
Remember, that's why when he played the Hulk, that's why he stopped, because they literally had, you know what I mean,
Back and
big
forth.
bust up, a big back and forth.
I think he was my favourite Hulk.
Swear.
The new Hulk pisses me off.
What's his name again? Yeah, that's his name.
Like, no, he's a good Hulk, but the storyline, like, them man were fighting Thanos. Where was he, bro?
There's too much comic relief.
I was fuming,
No,
bro.
do you know why that was dope? Because remember, Hulk, he got battered so hard, he didn't want to come back. Thanos fucked this shit up so bad, he didn't want to come back. He refused to come back.
No, Marv, they had to do that
Because the Hulk is too strong.
Yeah, they had to show you how much of a bad man Thanos is to the point where Hulk doesn't even want to show
it's
face.
Kind of like Captain Marvel.
They had to.
Think of it, Captain
Marvel, you can't see how strong she is, you know.
You know what I mean? That's why she was gone the whole way through, because that movie would have been open.
Think about it though, Captain Marvel, they made it seem as if she's the strongest. When she landed, nobody cared.
No.
Do you get it?
No,
the story.
The way they've shot it, it's like they didn't introduce Captain Marvel enough for us to believe that she's the one that's going to save the day.
And she's too strong for the role.
Yeah.
No, but she's strong for the role. But for example, I hear what you're saying. But for example, Thanos is a madness. So regardless of whether Captain Marvel comes or like, Thanos is a problem.
No, but it would have been long for him if she was there.
It wouldn't have been long for him, because if you read the story, like, as in, Thanos is a different being, as in, like, his
mental, man.
is mad. As in,
plans ahead.
So
He's everything.
And remember as well, he's already got some of the rings. So when you have some of the rings anyway, you're gonna be stronger than most people, regardless.
Yeah, but how did
so he had all the rings. I mean, remember, he was missing one. So he had all the other Infinity Stones. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, even Thor, for example, Thor's a god. When he came on smoke,
I felt Thor could face Thanos.
Captain Marvel was stronger than Thor.
He was on smoke. No, but
Captain Marvel's the strongest one.
Yeah. And that's why with her.
But I think Ragnarok Thor is decent.
Yeah, but that's because you focused on his story.
And even before they changed it, because remember, if you look what's the first Thor,
have you noticed that he took all the
like,
strong artists?
he wasn't funny. I mean, the first one wasn't funny.
It got more comedic.
Then it got more comedic.
Probably the numbers weren't doing well.
If you look at the Avengers, like in the film, I'm not sure about the comics and stuff, but when you look at the way they did the film, you know what I mean? They watered down all of the strong characters.
Yeah.
Thor, you know what I mean? Remember Thor? They took him down a notch. You know what I mean? Like literally, because you remember he got obese or whatever.
Hulk.
Because again, if they were all
on their smoke,
if they were all on smoke, the story would have been done.
Even Drax, the Destroyer, like he's I think he's created something to kill Thanos.
Yeah.
Thanos will slap him on that form. Man had 2 swords. Move, man. They gave this nigga 2 bended swords.
Bro, the Hulk was out of action. Thor was out of action. Captain Marvel was wherever she was.
Remember, they made him kind of dopey.
It's funny though.
Yeah. But you could tell that as they were writing, they thought, you know, we've done too much. Him.
It's like Superman, versus Batman. The only reason Superman versus Batman works is because poor writing, bro. Because literally, just burn him up and that's it.
No, but even if you watch, like, in the comics, there's the battle is, they kind of got the film kind of right because Superman's on the vibe. Remember, Superman doesn't really hurt people.
Yeah.
Batman does. So if Superman was Batman, he would have deaded Batman time ago. But Superman always gives Batman a chance.
But it's funny to me because Batman on normal things he don't want to kill people.
No, but he does. That's what I'm saying. But it depends on what Batman you have. For example, this new Patterson Batman is on breaking people's spines. He doesn't care what happens to you afterwards. You know what I'm saying? He says,
but they have to.
He says he's vengeance. That's what he says. I'm vengeance. So
but they have to because of how to keep us engaged.
No, that's what I'm saying. But in terms of Spider-Man, the problem. I mean, why do I keep saying Spider-Man? In terms of Superman, the problem with Batman is the law unto himself. So Superman always goes over to him and says, "Brother, they give me grief at the Senate. They're saying that you're
Too strong.
beating up people. Like you need to stop." And Batman's like, "Move, man. Go back to wherever you're from, man. Can't tell me how to run Gotham." So that's the beef was between them two when he was saying, "Listen, I'm giving you one more chance, innit? If I have to come back again,
Smoke.
it's going to be long for you, innit?" And that's when Batman's like, "Swear." Cool. You go to the cave, man, gets the kryptonite suit, whatever. So then he knows Superman's coming back in the comics. So when he comes back, there's another guy, there's an archer, I don't know if it's Green Arrow.
Green Arrow.
Green Arrows. Yeah. But Superman ripped off his arm because he was the same thing that Batman was doing. And he gave him a chance. And then there's one scene where you just see shoo, and then Green Arrow's like, wait, hold on, what? A man's arm gone.
I
think Superman is it's meant to be like the strongest ever.
So he uses him, so then when Superman flies in, he hits him with the kryptonite bomb straight away, bang, then he's just weak. Then Spider-Man just starts starts fisting him up, telling him, listen, if you ever
come
me again,
shit.
But the point I was trying to make in the beginning, about the movies, going back to when I said I watched it's a good movie, but it was rushed. It's because I think I'm slowly learning I prefer series because they gradually introduce you to characters. Whereas in a movie, it just happens like that.
Yeah.
It's too quick for me.
I get
a 90-minute movie. A 90-minute movie, you've seen the beginning where there's a problem. In the middle, you see how they kind of try to fix the problem. Then you see a kind of loophole where the problem's not really fixed. And then at the end, everyone goes, I'm happy.
See, the thing is,
I don't like that.
I'm different. Like, I want to conclude that shit in one day. I haven't got this time to be watching something.
Yeah, not everybody has time.
You don't like great writing then?
But you
can have films that are great writing though. Like, for example, Training Day was a great film, right?
Yeah,
I didn't need to go on 15 weeks.
Lucy. You seen Lucy?
Lucy.
You not seen Lucy?
It's the one with the hard drive.
Oh, she turns into a USB.
I ain't seen that.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
Good. You like? So, what kind of films do you like?
Sci-fi. So
you like
movies?
So you watch Star Trek and stuff like that?
Nah, that was back then.
Star Trek, bro. Star Trek is an acquired taste. I don't know many people that watch Star Trek.
No, the new ones.
That was like back then.
Oh,
the new ones are fire.
Yeah, the new ones are fire.
I'm not
still,
motivated.
with a young Spock and.
Oh yeah. It's entertaining.
They're cold still.
Yeah, but they've had to. That's what I'm saying. The writing, they've had to do that so it appeals to everyone. You don't have to be a Star Trek fan
to get involved
in the movies. What I'm saying.
But people ain't realizing. Yeah, Dr. Spock was. Captain Kirk was a dirty man. You know. Brother, this brother's going to Jupiter, checking green chicks.
Brent, that's for me. Sorry.
Right.
Police, boy.
He has to be African.
Is man alright? How's man not going to do that?
That's so aggressive.
Man, no. But yes, Captain Spock. Why is it Captain Spock? Captain Kirk. Yeah. When you see the series, he'll go to like a green country. Green planet.
What, and find the babes
and just lips her
with 9 titties.
I'm like, brother, like
got 9 tits, bro, and he's in there. And you're like, brother, relax.
What's going on here? Any woman, like, he'll just any planet. She's purple. I think, brother, relax. Like,
what was he then?
So it's loosely based on you traveling to different.
He was a normal human being.
It's loosely based on Marvin traveling different planets.
That's what I'm saying. You're going on as though you're not speaking to your reflection.
So you're telling me if you were traveling planets,
if you had access,
you're telling me Marvin wouldn't suck those purple titties.
You're crazy.
First one there, I clocked the earth. Let me go beyond.
We're taking the universe.
Man. Can't see what you want to do to me.
You set yourself up there.
What do you feel about iBoy? iBoy.
I only like black girls.
You seen iBoy?
Talking about.
I don't watch those things there.
Who was that?
iBoy.
Yeah.
iBoy.
It's a British movie. It's a UK movie.
iBoy.
Yeah.
As in I.
Yeah. No, letter I.
iBoy. No. I heard of iRobot.
No, iBoy. I think he fell off a stair and like some chips remnants on his phone got stuck in his brain.
Okay.
So he could literally control anything.
2017.
I have.
It's sci-fi. It's fine.
It's sci-fi. Action sci-fi.
So okay. So that's your big thing. Sci-fi.
No, I asked if you guys checked it out. I mean, I'm big on sci-fi. I watch anything sci-fi.
So that's your favorite genre of film. You would say.
Yeah, and then probably my most legendary sci-fi movie should be Fifth Element. It's
Yes,
so old.
that film's cold.
That
It's
With
so
Bruce
old.
Willis and
Yes.
Chris Tucker.
So you know what I mean? Those were good films back then.
Yeah, that film's cold.
Demolition Man is another cold film.
That's
you know?
cold film.
I rewatched Demolition
Cold.
Man. Yeah.
I could rewatch. I could
Demolition
rewatch
Man
some
old.
vintage.
Yeah, those
Sci-fi
movies you can rewatch.
Do you know
over
who's
and
sick in
over.
that film? Wesley Snipes.
Yes,
Sick.
bro. He made the film.
But do you know, because he's a bad baddie, as in the hair's.
He's just an all-round piece of shit.
Brother,
You know what I mean? He
even when he goes to the phone, he says, "Oh, guy, let me use the phone, man." The guy's like, "What?" Kicks him in his face.
Now, Wesley
Dude,
Snipes
man.
used to play some serious villains
Yeah.
back in the
Blade,
even New
Blade
Jack
was
City.
classic.
Yes,
Blade
I
was
rewatched
classic.
Blade last year. You know what I mean? I watched all three of
Nah, I
them
have to watch it
last
now.
year as well, and that's why I was like, it will be dope. Remember, it was Mahershala Ali's playing
The new
Blade
one.
in the new Blade. So that should be interesting.
But look at us. But that's what I'm saying. Look at that. Look at the Marvel. Look how they've
Hey,
got
Cottonmouth
time.
in Thingy.
Yeah, and Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Look how long they've got
Daredevil's-
to write the stories of people's characters. Like, for example, Blade will come out with his own movie, but then he might feature in someone else's character's movie where you kind of see more of his character.
Like
they have
Punisher,
time
yeah.
to write these man's
And
stories.
with Punisher,
No,
you know what I mean?
but-
It's great that you said that, because with Punisher, you know why it's difficult to just watch the Punisher?
You have to
Because
watch-
you have to watch Daredevil.
Yeah.
Remember, the first introduction, so when it kind of starts, the way Punisher starts, you know what I mean? It's literally in the middle of a story, essentially.
It's too funny though.
Yeah.
In the court when
You have to watch both of them.
When Daredevil was trying to save him in the court, and Daredevil was like, "This man is a victim." I was like, "I killed him. I like that shit." But it's like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Brother, I'm trying to save you, bro."
You're killing me here.
In Spider-Man, you see him in Spider-Man though, Daredevil.
Yeah, for a little piece.
That was cold.
Yeah.
though.
A little piece.
He was
he's-
representing
You seen it?
as a lawyer.
As a lawyer, yeah.
Is
he's
he a lawyer? Like,
Oh,
he's-
Daredevil.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Daredevil.
thinking of? The Punisher.
And I got
yeah.
the thing.
and he's like, "Yeah, blah blah blah," and he just catches the brick. He's like, "How'd you do that?" It's like,
Vibes.
You know characters like Daredevil and even Deadpool. Like, do you know how strong Deadpool is?
Deadpool's a
Deadpool's
classic.
up there with like Thor, Hulk.
it's not up there, man.
No.
He's
Like
up there.
numbers
But
wise,
because they lost the
Marvel.
license to his character. He's like a.
Daredevil's not strong.
Okay, look at back in the day when
Daredevil's not
X-Men
strong.
was bigger than
He- he-
Avengers.
Deadpool, not Daredevil. Deadpool.
No, Deadpool.
Yeah, I know Deadpool. But you know that's strong, but he just can't die.
No.
Brother, he just can't die.
There's a dynamic to
The Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
guy, yes, brother.
No, but it's writing
Deadpool's
though.
he's guns.
No, but what I'm saying is it's writing.
Brother,
the way they've
it's
written.
writing. I mean,
slap his guns away. What's man doing?
What's he doing?
I'm asking you.
He's
What-
got
Take away
superpowers, though.
Batman's utility belt, bro. What's he
That's
doing?
what I'm saying. No, but it's cool. That's what I'm saying. But
I said it's cool.
But that's what I'm saying. But we know Batman hasn't got strength like that. He just got the IQ that he's supposed to be the smartest one.
Yeah, the
like,
smart.
the smartest.
it's like the
thing,
Iron
that's
Man
why.
of DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the smartest one. That's why. But generally speaking, Daredevil he just can't die. That's it. And he's just
I
got
think
two guns.
that's the best.
and
That's
the
the
swords.
best power. Still,
You think so?
I don't want to die.
Bro, Deadpool is just, you know what I mean? And I feel like the Ryan Reynolds one, they got it right.
They got
Perfect.
it. They got it perfect.
Very
Perfect.
right. You know what I mean? That's the best role he's ever played. You know, his personality is suited to that role. When I see him in other stuff, I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're annoying.
The guy.
Yeah,
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds. Yeah,
I mean,
his character.
he had a movie called The Guy. You seen that one?
Oh,
Wait, who's in that one? No, not Ryan Reynolds and who?
I'm Ryan Reynolds
Ryan
from
Reynolds.
Green Lantern.
Oh,
no,
Van
no,
Thingy.
Van
whatever.
Van
The
Wilder or
American Van
something.
Wilder.
Bad
That's the
Boy
one.
program.
That's the one. Don't you remember Van Wilder?
Like the college guy.
Them college, you know them college, you know what I mean, young college sex movies in America where he's going around college, you know,
Like the
getting drunk.
like American Pie, but like he was the guy. Like basically,
The American Pie was classic.
he kept failing college because he didn't want to
He
leave.
didn't want to leave. So
Like,
he just
he was
wanted
the
to retake
guy on the
years.
campus. So every single time his dad was like, "Why are you not passing?" He's like, So everyone's thinking he's not passing because he's not smart. No,
What,
he's
he don't
he's
wanna leave?
intelligent. He just don't want to leave because he loves the life so much.
Yeah,
That's a
and he
dope,
just
dope
enjoyed
film.
getting drunk.
So what's your favorite movie of all time? Like I want to ask like four.
You know, it depends for me. So for example, like
Different eras.
it's not different eras, but like
It has to be that one.
you know, like for example, chocolate. It's like you can have a favorite chocolate, but there's one chocolate someone can offer you, you never say no. So for me, it's Twix. If you ever give me a Twix, I will never say no to a Twix, ever. If you give me a Kit Kat, there might be days where I'm like, you know what I mean? Sometimes, no thanks. So I'm saying, for example, like, but film for me, like Coming to America, is a film that like, if it's on, I'll always watch it. As in, like, I'll just start laughing. Like,
Part one or two.
No, one. I know you're featured on 2 on the soundtrack. Man.
No. I'm just asking for your preference. How about you, Mr. Critic?
And Boomerang. I like Boomerang as well.
Boomerang, banger film. For me, Pulp Fiction.
That's another hard film.
Like Tarantino, that's one of my favorites.
What'd you call it?
Pulp Fiction.
Okay,
No, one of my favorites.
Fola, please. I need to watch that.
And
Oh, you heard that one? Yeah, what's that one for?
I haven't
bro,
seen
you
it.
need to watch Pulp
That's why I'm asking you guys.
That's Samuel Jackson when he's talking at the beginning. He's going, "This is a tasty cheeseburger."
Well, I've seen it.
Yeah, Pulp
I've
Fiction.
I've seen it.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean? Man said, "What does Marcellus Wallace look like?" Huh?
I said,
What does Marcellus Wallace look like? Does he look like a bitch?
He's a legend. To me.
What?
Film
what?
is cold.
Say what again?
Samuel Jackson's a
I
legend.
dare you.
I double
dare you. Nah. Samuel goes off in that
And
film.
he says,
you know?
motherfucker,
Yeah.
or not.
The Prestige is one of my favorites as well. You know what I mean? It's one of
What
my
film's
favorites.
that?
It's got
Christian Bale,
Wolverine. What's his name?
Logan.
Hugh Jackman.
And
And Albert. Who plays Albert? Batman.
Oh, Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Michael Caine, and it's directed by Christopher Nolan.
Any Christopher Nolan movie,
That
bad
was one
boy.
of, you know what I mean?
Inception's a bad boy
Incredible
film as well.
Yeah.
You got to watch it about 19 times though.
7.
And the way Prestige ends
Cold.
cases just literally when
7
you take
movie.
it in. you're
Yeah,
like,
Brad Pitt.
Yes, that was.
Fight Club's another one. That's a bad boy film. Do you know?
Fight Club.
Bad boy film. And there's another one as well. Kevin Spacey.
Usual Suspects.
That's another one.
Yes.
But there's
that
one.
was
There's,
cold.
there's one where and there's roses in it. I can't remember Kevin Spacey. And it's
American
like
Psycho.
American something.
American Beauty, or one of them. I think it's American
Bad
Beauty.
boy
yeah.
film. I studied that in media.
Yeah.
Bad boy film.
Yep.
There's a lot of movies out there that are.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like as a question, and even for example, you can just go off on for
There are
example.
different flavors for you.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like Batman, the Kevin Nolan Batmans. Like,
What do you feel about this new one?
do you know, I ain't seen it yet.
I watched it. I did not enjoy it.
I need to see it, but
People liking it.
yeah, a lot of people like.
And
it.
there's some people like it. It's got, I say, mixed reviews. You know what I mean? And I feel like for a lot of people, is getting used to Robert Pattinson as Batman. And I feel like he's too Twilight for me. You know what I mean? He's literally like he's just basically Edward Cullen in a Batman suit.
The reason why I think I like it is because you can't replicate
Zoe Kravitz.
the last. The other Batman's good. The
Christian Bale.
problem is when you get a good Batman or a good character,
Very hard
it's very hard to see past it. It's like, for example, Captain America now. The new one, I don't know who it's going to be, but brother, you got huge boots to fill.
Even like
Oh,
the,
they're
even,
finished.
even the
Wolverine.
Joker.
Think about it.
Because-
Wolverine, they're going to struggle to replace the Wolverine.
Captain
Joker.
America,
They're going to struggle.
Iron Man,
struggle.
like all
They will
these,
never get any better Iron Man.
too cold. You know what I'm saying?
They will never. They will
That
never.
role was just built.
No, but his contract behind the scenes is probably the reason why he gave it so much vim because he made so much money.
Money. Yeah.
We'll
As
forget,
Iron
but
Man.
remember,
They
but he
couldn't. They
was-
couldn't afford him. That's why they didn't put.
But
him
remember,
on.
he was. But apparently, he asked for a percentage of the box office.
Yeah.
So that's why, and obviously they're grossing.
But back then, he got it back then.
But you're forgetting. Remember who he was. Remember when Marvel started, most of the other actors were like people you didn't really know of.
He just came out of rehab.
Like Chris Hemsworth, you didn't really know him. The guy who plays Captain America, I always forget his name. Chris Evans, you didn't really know him. Like
But he just came out of rehab as well.
I'm saying you saw roles, whereas
for him,
Robert Downey
he
Jr.
needed-
he
was
needed
a
a job,
big
yeah.
boy.
He needed
As
a
in, like,
job.
he was the biggest name on it. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's why they said he was only in the new Spider-Man for 10 minutes and they paid him $1 million.
Bruh, nobody can do it like him, man.
But that's the difference with Marvel and DC. Because of how Marvel have done it now, they're gonna find problems replacing these characters because you've grown up with them for the last.
No,
10
but
years.
they were in the mud in the beginning.
No, I hear that. I'm saying,
Marvel?
Yeah, that's why they sold Spider-Man and Deadpool.
Just
The
on-
rights. Yeah, they sold they had all of these characters.
Blade.
Yeah, they had all these characters. The only
sold
character that
Blade.
they saw value in was Spider-Man.
Did they get the rights for Blade back? Because that's why
They probably did now.
They
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
rights
yeah.
For Blade back, so they're remaking.
They're remaking it. But back then, DC was flying the flag. They had X-Men. And then I think
DC's X-Men?
No, as in
Marvel's
DC.
Exactly,
No. What I'm saying is DC was flying the flag. Then they had their franchises. They had X-Men running, but then they also had all these other characters. So when they were in the mud, they
Doesn't
sold
Sony
all
own
these other
X-Men?
characters. I'm saying they sold all these characters for cheap. There's like
Not all of them though. Some of them.
they kept like,
Because remember, they offered a lot of characters to people as well.
and a lot of people didn't want them. The only one that they thought was had value was Spider-Man, and Sony was like, yeah, we'll take them.
If you look at the history of superheroes, the biggest superheroes was Superman, Spider-Man, Batman. Then you had Wonder Woman that was doing her thing in the 70s, whatever.
The Justice League was a solid one.
Yeah, and that was it really. So
The new one,
With-
the Zack Snyder Justice League.
No, I think we talk about
Just about in
I
general.
mean, general, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Whole
DC
franchise.
clean it.
Yeah.
DC were clearly leading it, and then Marvel just.
and DC
Marvel
was
will like, hold my drink.
Yeah.
I've got something for you.
no, but the funny thing is, I don't know if I don't know if Marvel knew what they were actually not. They knew what it was going to be like, but I think Marvel were on the vibe of we can't replicate DC because
Just do
DC
our own
was so
thing.
powerful that they can just bring out a Batman film and everyone watch it because of Batman. Remember that every
And every
5
Joker
years
was a
new
genius.
Yeah, like, so you had what's his
They
name
got 5
again?
versions of their Joker.
No, Danny
No, it was Penguin.
DeVito was Penguin. Batman was Jack.
The one that
Jack
died.
Nicholson
The
was
one that
Batman.
died.
Yeah.
He was the best.
It was the best.
They can't.
Jack Nicholson. I don't know, because Heath Ledger was a bad boy Joker as well.
No, we're saying
who
Heath
said
Ledger's
it's
the
better?
best Joker for me.
Oh no, he said Jack Nicholson's the best Joker.
No, he said the new one. He said
The one that died.
Yeah, the one that died is the best one.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No, but Jack Nicholson was a. Have you seen that Joker?
Yeah,
Nah,
but
Heath
A man
Ledger.
got the
bro,
the big gun. No, but the thing is, his Joker was. I feel like his Joker was more.
For that time.
No, his Joker was more of the comic Joker. As in, like, man
Jack
would do something and start laughing and jump on the spot.
No, 'cause I
Whereas
rewatched
the
the
new
Dark Knight
Joker
film.
was like a very dark
Psycho.
He's a psycho. Where the other one was just like a
and he just was
madman.
off the chaos because I watched it. Dark Knight. I think it was like last week or the week before. He was just off the chaos. One of those ones. Where
He enjoys it.
He just wanted.
But the
chaos.
maddest thing is with the Joker, you actually sided with him. And I don't know if it was just me, but when I watched it, I was like, you make sense. Like, you're not actually a madman. What you're saying, when you break it down...
Was it a
He
society
was a
that we live
madman,
in?
but
No.
you're a madman, but I hear you.
No, but he made sense because he was saying that, for example, even when he talked to Batman, he was saying, listen, like, they only use you for the meantime, bro. Like, as in, don't be fooled. You're going to get to a point where they're going to use you, they're going to throw you out, and you're going to see what happened. They've done the same thing to Batman. Then he was talking about, in terms of life in general, no one cared about me until I done this. And like, when you listen to actually his dialogue,
Joker is actually
Like,
it's
you-
brilliant. It's a brilliant.
bro, you
character.
actually agree with what he's saying, but it's just because of who he is,
Fink said it though.
being a villain.
villain, yeah.
Well, Fink said it as well though. Optimus Prime. He said the same thing. No, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to talk about
Well,
dialogue,
man said Autobots roll, man.
he said the same thing though. He said these aliens are gonna come through. You're not gonna call on us. They came through. You lot couldn't back it, so we came.
No, well, that's not the same. But
It's the same.
That's what, there ain't no genius in the Optimus Prime talking, man.
But they were weak though, James, because these men have violated you, and you're gonna come back and defend them. Let them hold some corn for a little bit.
Nah, but he's
We'll
good.
be back
It's the
later.
good in him,
you
though.
lot, you know what I mean? You lot feel the
But
flame.
in terms of
and then we'll be
in
back.
terms of that Batman, that trilogy, the 3 villains, top notch.
You know what I mean? On point.
What's his name? Raul,
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul.
bad boy. But that was the first one. He wasn't really like a bad. He was kind of. Then you had the Joker. Then Bane was just the dialogue with Bane, brother. I could hear that brother talk all day.
The Joker won, if you think about it.
The Joker did win.
You know what I mean? That's literally it for him. He wanted to take away, the goodness that they thought they had. And when he took Harvey Brent, that was it.
And he took
For him, he won. He's like, you can kill me. And he was like, what, you think this was all just about me?
And
I
he
wanted to
and he
take
took,
that away from him.
and he took what's her name from. Do you know what I never realized in terms of Batman how they work out his affiliation with people, because the Joker knew.
Who he was.
No,
Like he was affiliated with the girl.
yeah, he knew he had affiliation with Kate.